Welcome back, Freight Master Mafia. Today we're tackling a very crucial aspect of success, and that is attracting shippers. Okay. As a freight broker, securing reliable shippers is the lifeblood of your business. Okay. Let's explore some proven strategies to become a shipper magnet. All right. Before I do get into today's show, I am battling with the flu, so bear with me. Okay, so it's kind of been lingering on me for the last 2 days, and it's hammering me today. But we're gonna get through this. Okay. So before diving in, let's identify your ideal shipper profile. Okay, are you targeting small businesses, large corporations, or specific industries, right? This all kind of goes back to picking your niche, okay? Researching their needs, pain points, and preferred shipping methods help tailor your approach, all right? Trust is paramount in the shipper-broker relationship. And here's how to establish yourself as a reliable partner, okay? Number one, develop industry expertise. Become a freight brokerage guru, right? Learn the ins and outs of the industry, regulations, and common challenges shippers face. Number two, showcase success stories. Highlight past successes with similar shippers, case studies, testimonials, and demonstrate your track record and capabilities. Okay? There's nothing wrong with a little bit of bragging, as long as you don't take it too far. Okay? So get out there and toot your own horn. Offer competitive rates and transparency. All right? Be upfront about costs and fees. Offer competitive rates while ensuring profitability for your business. Okay, so basically what I mean by that is, don't focus on price to where you're making 5% margins, but don't be pie in the sky where you're starting off a relationship where you're trying to hit a 30% profit margin. All right. Now, I know in negotiations, we can always start a little high and then come down if we need to, but we can't ever go back up. So something to kind of keep in mind. The next thing is going to be on marketing and networking. All right. Getting your name out there. Okay. So let's explore some strategies to reach your target shippers. Developing a strong online presence. Build a professional website and maintain active social media profiles, showcasing your expertise and services. Okay. I actually got a call, was it last week, from a shipper because they saw my profile. Okay. They had a dedicated lane. They were working carrier direct with this carrier on the lane, and they were having issues, pallets were being busted, there was damaged product, and it was costing, more money than it was worth. There was late delivery times, they'd be like an entire day or two late, even though it was a very short run. So we kind of addressed some of those things over the phone. So make sure you get your Google listing, even if you're an agent, right? It would behoove you to have a website. Okay. If you're not a website designer or anything, there's a lot of options out there. I think there's Wix, Weebly, things like that. You don't have to know how to do WordPress or some of the other ones. There's a lot of like little drag and drop options where you can just, it'll basically have a template. It'll outline everything for you. You just kind of fill it in. Okay. And it could be a static page, right? Just a one-page website. You don't have to go into a lot of stuff, but at least have some sort of an online presence with a website, right? And then, of course, if you didn't see our video on showcasing your LinkedIn profile, I would suggest you go back and watch that. So really great way to attract shippers that way as well, right? When we mentioned social media profiles. Okay. Number two on this is going to be content marketing. Become a thought leader. All right. Create informative blog posts, articles, videos addressing some common shipper concerns and showcasing your knowledge, right? These are things you could post on your LinkedIn profile, on your Facebook profile, if you've got your Facebook business page, things like this. Probably not in the Facebook groups for brokers and carriers, because that's not really your target audience, right? If you're on TikTok or Instagram or anything like that, upload it there as well. Okay. Number 3 on this is going to be networking events. Attend industry conferences, trade shows, or local business events. All right. Connect with potential shippers and build relationships. So a lot of towns and cities around, they have these networking events, right? I actually have a friend of mine who used to be in real estate, and kind of after the 2008 bubble, and everything went way south, right? He got into these networking, what do you want to call them? I forget the exact term for it, but basically it's where local businesses kind of come in, and there's usually some sort of a facilitator there to kind of kick things off. They might be somebody from the bank, okay? And so when people come in for a home loan, can you recommend a builder? Or, maybe they're in there to get a loan for a remodel. And, do you know anybody that does flooring or windows or, does roofing? Anything like that. So then the roofer would be there, right? That they could recommend. That just is kind of a very brief overview, but it kind of goes well and beyond that. So, if you're targeting your local area, and depending upon the city that you currently live in, there might be several of these types of things kind of going on. All right. Number 4 on this is going to be cold calling and email marketing, right? We just did a video on that last week. These methods can be effective when done strategically. Personalize your outreach and highlight how you can address their specific needs. I'm not going to go into a ton of more detail on that. Again, we've got the video from last week. Just look up cold calling versus email, cold calling versus cold emails. So. The next thing is going to be become a problem solver. All right. Not just a seller. Okay. Shippers aren't just looking for the cheapest quote, right? You want to become a valued asset to them. Okay. Offering customized solutions, analyze their shipping needs and tailor solutions to optimize their costs and meet their time frames. Okay. Proactive communication. Keep your shippers informed throughout the process. Address any concerns promptly and transparently, right? There's going to be things that are going to happen, and it's always best to be transparent about that. Value-added services. Can you offer additional services like tracking, additional insurance options, or customs clearance assistance, right? Connect with your customs brokers, right? Because oftentimes they have. I've gotten leads from people that work in customs, freight forwarders. Not necessarily always freight forwarders, but those in customs, because those shippers that are reaching out to them, you can recommend. I've had oftentimes shippers come to me and say, "Hey, do you have anybody in customs, that can handle this?" Absolutely, and I will either get them on a 3-way call, or I'll give them the phone number or something, and yeah, Tim sent me over, said that you were the one to talk to. And in turn, they return leads when they have shippers that, because sometimes during conversation, they might mention, I'm taking care of this. I wish I had somebody to help me out with it. Or, the person I'm working with just hasn't been that great, whatever. So don't forget about customs. All right. Highlighting these can make you stand out. All right. The next subject in this is going to be building long-term partnerships. Okay. Don't view each shipment as a one-off deal. All right. Focus on building long-term partnerships with shippers. All right. Exceed their expectations. That's something we've talked about. all the time throughout my videos. Go the extra mile and provide exceptional service. Reliability and consistent value will keep them coming back for more, right? We always say under promise and over deliver, right? So exceed those expectations. Gather feedback and adapt. Actively seek feedback from your shippers. Use it to improve your services and cater to their evolving needs, right? Ask them, say, hey, how am I doing? Or sometimes you can put a little poll in an email. There's ways of doing that. You can send that out to them and they can kind of rate you, or maybe so many stars under different categories, right? Something to kind of look into. So by implementing these strategies, you'll transform yourself from a freight broker into a shipper magnet. All right. Become a trusted advisor and a valuable asset to their supply chain. Now it's your turn. Ready to put these tips into action and start attracting shippers? Leave a comment below and share your experiences. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more freight broker success tips. I appreciate everybody that watches, likes, shares, subscribes. Don't forget to hit up our sponsors. They help out the channel. You helping them helps us. Kind of helps keep things going. If you enjoy these videos. So again, we've got links for factoring for new and veteran brokers. Even if you don't have your authority yet, and you just kind of want to make sure you've got everything in place, we can make that happen for you. Okay. If you're a carrier, owner operator, they offer veteran discounts. Okay. DAT, there's a discount there. eCarrierCheck. eCarrierCheck, actually, I still need to get Nate and the guys on because they actually just updated eCarrierCheck to 2.0. So the shipper leads that are on eCarrierCheck, which I believe there's over 40,000 shippers on there, right? That's pretty significant. I don't want to give too much away until I get the guys on. But it's pretty exciting. I've had a preview of it and been able to kind of go through it, and it is phenomenal. Okay. There's a link for them down below. It'll get you 10% off for your first 3 months. Okay. But it comes with all the contact information, names, phone numbers, emails, all of that stuff. So if you're combining your cold calls with your emailing efforts, right, like we mentioned in that other video, like I said, I love eCarrierCheck because I can source and vet carriers right there while I'm going after new prospects. Okay, it's all in one right there. So absolutely love it. You should check them out, right? And with that, I hope everybody's having a great Thursday, great rest of your week. You start implementing some of these practices. All right. Till next time, I'll see you later.